Doug and Payback on other videos. Guys, this is one of the saddest things I've ever seen. So apparently there's a Mommune. It's a play on the word commune, where it's single mothers moving in together to share the responsibilities and financial costs of being a single parent. And these are women who've just given up on the nuclear family. Well, I would argue that and nowadays you give up the nuclear family by having a child out of wedlock anyway, because like less than 15% of single mothers get married after they have a child. But for them to just, oh yeah, we're just gonna all live together, this is crazy. We're gonna get into this article. Before I do that, like the video, subscribe to the channel. I really appreciate it, and let me know what you think about single mothers and single mothers who want to move in together. Because to me, this is crazy. And guys, I say on my channel, stay away from single mothers. No single mothers ever. Especially single mothers by choice. Don't date them. Don't sleep with them. Don't marry them. Run the other way. Let's get into this story.
The number of single mothers in this country is on a steady rise.
Steady. I'd say it's faster than that. I'd say it's on a rocket ship, the rates of single motherhood in this country.
And while the U.S. has the highest rate of children living in single-parent households,
because of course it does,
Americans are also much less likely to live in extended families than anywhere else in the world. A reality that has some parents and their children looking for other options.
We knew that we would be happier no matter what happened if we all combined.
It just was such a good opportunity that there was no reason not to.
It was 4 years ago that Kim Neff came to her kids, Samantha and Jackson, with an idea, the same one that Crystal Terry presented to her son, Shane.
I remember the day my mom told me. I was instantly excited.
The two moms met when their boys were in the same first grade class, and years later went through separations and divorces around the same time. In 2019, they decided they would be better off living together.
So many questions. So many questions. So, guys, how difficult is it living with a woman? We all know how difficult that is, especially to my listeners who've been married. When you're married to a woman is harder to get along with in a living situation than a man is. What makes these women think that living with another woman is going to turn out any better than living with a man? And not only that, guys, remember the stats. 70% of the time when a child is taken advantage of or essayed, it's a male that the woman brings into the house that is not genetically related to that child. And now you're going to have high school teenage boys living with girls that they're not related to. So now you got to worry about the potential stepfather or the boyfriend and the son of the other woman around your daughter. No, man. Nope.
You thought, okay, so this will be better for us financially.
Right.
We can share the rent, share the utilities, share the groceries.
Right.
You can help with childcare. I'm at the office, you're at home. Did you think of it also as emotional support? Well,
Absolutely.
Yeah. But I didn't realize that would be such a big benefit of it until we moved in together. There's another adult here that understands what I'm facing, what I'm going through. Like the component that you have in a marriage, but without the romantic piece.
Ugh. Like the component of a marriage, but without the romantic part of it. These two women are going to be alone for the rest of their lives. And they're going to get bitter. And I really hope that they don't take it out on each other, because women, like two grown women can't share space. A lot of my friends who are mothers will say that about their daughters when they get around 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. Once again, I don't understand what makes these two women think that they're going to be able to get along long term. I don't get it.
Of it has been huge.
We live on a mommune by the lake.
The term mommune has become a popular way to describe two or more moms living together with their children. A newer hashtag, but not a new concept.
After I divorced out of a 17-year marriage, okay, I was suddenly raising my son on my own. And it didn't feel...
Now, why did you get divorced out of a 17-year your marriage. Now, we can't assume that they're, look, I just want to know, because there is nothing out here for these ladies. Nothing. You're not going to get remarried. Every guy that you're going to get with is going to put you in the fun category. So you might as well stay with your husband. Unless a man is physically, doing things to you, bad things, stay with your husband, ladies. There's nothing out here for you.
Feel right. Like, where's my tribe?
22 years ago, Carmel Boss decided to interview other single mothers with the hope of finding another family to share her home.
I found somebody with my own, priorities and philosophy, and but then these other 17 all wanted to do the same thing, And I had this list, and I thought, one's got a 3-year-old, one's got a 4-year-old. They live in the same neighborhood. I'm just going to call them back and introduce them to each other.
Once you found your own match, you started matching other people you'd interviewed with one another.
Yeah.
Soon after,
It's sad that you could probably make money off of matching people for these mommunes. Instead of a dating app, it's a single mom live together app.
Carmel founded Co-Abode, an organization that matches single mothers who want to share a home or support each other in other ways.
That's sad that there's that many single mothers who would mommune that she has this site and this service. How sad is that?
And she says traffic to the website is skyrocketing.
So this is, in a way, an old-fashioned village concept, really, from the back of time. But it seems to be taking...
Your village should be your husband, your mother-in-law, your father-in-law, his brothers and sisters, not some woman that you don't even know and her kids.
Taking on more urgency or more popularity right now. Why do you think that is?
I think the two pain points that it resolves, the economic struggles that people are having, and then just the emotional, the disconnection that occurred in the last 3 years in particular.
According to the U.S. Census Bureau, 80% of single-parent families in the U.S. are headed by single mothers.
Of course they are. We all knew that one. I think approximately 80.5% in 2023.
And 23% of them live below the poverty line.
1 in 4, guys. 1 in 4 single mothers live under the poverty line, and the majority of them make less. I think it's 75% of single mothers in this country make less than like $49,000 a year or something like that.
Without this living arrangement, Kim and Crystal say their lives would look very different.
I wouldn't be building for any kind of future if I was trying to pull this off on my own. It would be a paycheck to paycheck circumstance.
How do you implement boundaries, or do you? Do you say, like, okay, this is my family, and this is my family, and this is my space and my space?
We talk about that all the time, that this is our space.
Yeah.
It's not your space, it's our space.
Yeah.
And it works for us. I love it.
A shared space and a true village.
Even though all of their kids...
I can't watch the rest of this, guys. This is one of the saddest things I've ever seen. We're just going to accept that you had children with the wrong dude, or you just weren't happy and you left, and then you were struggling, and now you're trying to find a quick way out. And once again, the hardest part about it is, guys, women can't stand each other. They can't stand each other. How do they think that's going to work long time? Let me know what you think long term. Let me know what you think about this in the comments. Like the video, subscribe to the channel. I'll catch you on the next one.